Thursday, so it's a very big day. There's lots going on, steel band in the background. Oh, I'm just so exhausted and kind of relieved that we've finished building. And it's strange because now the judging has happened, which took ages to come around. I kind of feel like it's not my garden anymore. It's everybody who comes to visit and the British Heart Foundation's garden. Which I didn't think I would feel like that. I thought I'd feel quite territorial about it, but I don't. I suppose that's because I'm a very giving person.
Because you're all heart.
I suppose that's because I'm all, no. Today is the first day that the British Heart Foundation and Brew & Dolphin have actually, who are the financial sponsor, have actually seen the garden, and I think they love it, you know. And that's a huge relief, because if they'd have hated it, I think we'd have had a few problems.
Oh, it's fabulous. I mean, there's so many themes running through it, I think. So it's a garden in its own right, which is lovely. The architecture is inspired by the flow of electricity through a heart, so that's why you've got this movement of these great red arches. A lot of the plants are actually medicinal plants, so a couple of them, there's the willow over there, and just behind me over here is digitalis, that's foxglove. So that aspirin comes from the willow, and digitalis for atrial fibrillation comes from the foxglove. So you've got medicinal plants, and then lastly, being in the garden is sort of physical activity, which is good in terms of keeping your weight under control, keeping your heart healthy and fit. So lots of themes which make this a perfect garden for us to celebrate our 50th, really.
Some wonderful, very generous compliments from some really eminent people and other designers that I completely admire. So that's been gorgeous. I am taking it all with a pinch of salt though.
When Anne-Marie told me about what she was doing with the red blood corpuscles and then the building itself and all these arches, I was actually quite nervous because it's a very brave statement to make, but she's really pulled it off because it's so different from everything else. It's good to have something innovative and quirky, but it actually functions like a proper garden, not some sort of gimmick. It's really refreshing to see a garden that's really mainly green without tons of flowers stuffed in like some of the other gardens here on Main Avenue. But that creates a really, really calm atmosphere inside, so you really want to stay in there once you go in. I suggested moving one of Anne-Marie's plants over a bit a few days ago, and she did do it, but she's really cross that that was my idea and not hers. I think she knows it was a good one.
Was that the tree behind it?
Yeah, this one right here. Quite an important one as well.
When the judges come round, it's almost like going to visit your headmistress's office or do an exam. And I was very worried about them coming round, not because of the medals, but it's just this kind of inbuilt thing in all of us, I suppose, just having someone coming to look at your work. I almost felt like they were going to run off and tell me off, but they didn't, so that's one good thing. But I don't mind what medal we get, I really don't. I know people always say that, but so long as the British Heart Foundation are happy with it and it raises their profile and helps with their campaign, the Mending Broken Hearts appeal, then I've done my job. It's been a very long, hard slog, so as soon as I can get a drink on this garden, the better, I think. Not that it hasn't been fun, it's been great. And I want to do it next year. I definitely want to do a garden next year, but I want a really big one.